EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines, as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To the air again, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have a touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mariota eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works free. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing is Mariota. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Mariota being chased out left. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Third and goal. Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Mariota. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. 11. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
13. Go ahead. Four down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. Jackson now to return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 21 yards. Well done on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Evans has it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down, Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mariota. And this is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. A nice little juke. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go play action. Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown of the new season. And this offense is running away with this one.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Jackson now to return. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
11. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And an alley to run.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Fellas, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
6.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. And a huge play that time. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Mariota on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On play action, Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cameron Meredith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Time for a break. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
21.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Check out, bro. Hot, hot. I got you.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.